Marcus Aurelius, the great philosopher, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Have you ever wondered what it truly means to be calm in the face of chaos? Welcome to our channel, where we dive deep into powerful philosophies that can transform your life. Today, we'll explore Stoicism, an ancient wisdom that teaches us how to maintain tranquility and strength, no matter what life throws our way. But before we dive in, if you find value in our content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's the freest way to support us and helps us continue sharing these powerful insights with everyone. Let's make sure this video reaches as many people as possible. In this video, we will uncover 10 lessons from Stoicism that will help you stay calm in any situation. If you're still here, you're not just like everyone else, you are a standout. Your dedication to watching this video in full sets you apart even further. Now let's get to it. 1. Embrace the present moment. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a loop of thoughts, either worrying about what might happen tomorrow or ruminating on mistakes from yesterday? This is a common experience, one that keeps us from truly living. The Stoics teach us the incredible power of living in the present moment. This doesn't mean forgetting the past or ignoring the future. Rather, it's about focusing on what you can control right now. Let's take a step back and ask ourselves, what is truly within our control at this moment? Our thoughts, our actions, our reactions. By concentrating on the present, we reduce unnecessary stress and gain clarity. The past is gone, the future is uncertain, but the present is a gift. That's why it's called the present. The Stoics remind us that life is happening now. By embracing the present, we open ourselves up to experiencing life more fully. This practice can start small. The next time you eat, put away your phone and truly taste your food. When you're with someone, give them your undivided attention. Notice the little things, the sound of birds, the feeling of your breath, the colors around you. Living in the present also means accepting it as it is. This can be challenging, especially when the present moment is uncomfortable or painful. But resisting it only adds to our suffering. Instead, try to be with whatever is happening without judgment. This doesn't mean you have to like it or that you can't work to change it, but acceptance is the first step to peace. By embracing the present moment, you're not only reducing unnecessary stress and worry, but also opening yourself up to the richness of life. The past and future have their place, but the present is where life happens. It's where you find joy, peace, and connection. So take a deep breath, let go of what you can't control, and embrace the moment you have right now. 2. Understand what you can and cannot control. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by things that seemed beyond your control? Maybe it was a work situation, a relationship, or even global events. This feeling of helplessness can be incredibly stressful. But what if you could shift your perspective and find peace amidst the chaos? That's where the Stoic principle of understanding what you can and cannot control comes in. Imagine the scenario of being stuck in traffic. You're late for an important meeting and the cars are barely moving. Your initial reaction might be anger or stress. But let's pause for a moment. Can you control the traffic? No. What you can control is your reaction to it. This principle applies to many aspects of our lives. For instance, in relationships, we often try to change others to make them see things our way or behave in a way that suits us. But the truth is, we cannot control other people. We can only control our own actions and responses. By accepting this, we can approach relationships with more compassion and less frustration. Understanding what you can and cannot control also helps in managing expectations. Often we set ourselves up for disappointment by expecting things to go a certain way. When reality doesn't match our expectations, we feel let down. But if we accept that some things are beyond our control, we can approach life with a more flexible and resilient mindset. 3. Practice negative visualization. At first glance, negative visualization might sound like a pessimistic practice, but it's actually a profound and empowering Stoic technique. By imagining worst-case scenarios, we can better appreciate what we have and prepare ourselves for potential challenges. This practice builds resilience, gratitude, and a deeper sense of inner peace. This doesn't mean you're expecting things to go wrong, but rather that you're mentally preparing for them. When the actual presentation goes smoothly, you'll feel a greater sense of relief and accomplishment. And if any of those imagined scenarios do occur, you'll be ready to face them with poise. How often we take our loved ones for granted. By practicing negative visualization, you might imagine what life would be like without them. This isn't to dwell on loss, but to foster a deeper appreciation for their presence in your life. Next time you're with them, you'll find yourself more present, attentive, and grateful. Negative visualization is not about being pessimistic or inviting bad luck. It's about mentally preparing for life's uncertainties and developing a robust, flexible mindset. By acknowledging and embracing the potential for loss, we can live more fully and appreciate what we have. Practice negative visualization by thinking about your relationships, your health, your daily routines, and your goals. Imagine the challenges you might face and how you would respond. Use this practice to cultivate gratitude for what you have now and to build resilience for whatever comes your way. 4. Cultivate an inner citadel. Imagine having a place within you that is untouchable, a sanctuary of calm and strength that remains unaffected by the chaos of the outside world. This is what the Stoics refer to as your inner citadel. Cultivating this inner fortress can provide you with a profound sense of peace and resilience, no matter what life throws at you. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, often spoke of his inner citadel. Despite being one of the most powerful men in the world, he faced immense pressure and countless challenges. Yet he found solace in his inner citadel, a mental space where he could reflect, regain composure, and make wise decisions. Building your inner citadel also involves setting boundaries. This means protecting your mental space from negative influences and unnecessary stress. It could be as simple as taking breaks from social media, avoiding toxic relationships, or saying no to additional commitments that drain your energy. By creating boundaries, you preserve your inner peace and strength. Your inner citadel is also reinforced by your values and principles. Knowing what you stand for and aligning your actions with your values gives you a solid foundation to rely on. When external circumstances are chaotic, your values provide a guiding light, helping you navigate challenges with integrity and strength. 5. Voluntary discomfort. In our modern, comfort-oriented world, we often avoid discomfort at all costs. We seek out convenience, luxury, and ease. But the Stoics teach us a different approach, voluntarily embracing discomfort to build mental and emotional resilience. By doing so, we learn to appreciate what we have and strengthen our ability to handle life's inevitable challenges. Voluntary discomfort is about stepping out of your comfort zone intentionally and regularly. It's about challenging yourself to face small adversities so you're better prepared for the bigger ones. Think of it as mental and emotional training, much like how athletes train their bodies for peak performance. Voluntary discomfort can also take the form of challenging conversations. How often do we avoid difficult discussions because they're uncomfortable? By willingly engaging in honest and sometimes uncomfortable conversations, you build emotional resilience and improve your relationships. You learn to handle conflicts with grace and empathy rather than avoiding them. Voluntary discomfort isn't about making your life miserable. It's about building strength and resilience. It's about proving to yourself that you can handle challenges and that you're not dependent on constant comfort. This practice helps you develop a mindset that welcomes growth through adversity. 6. Amor Fati. Love your fate. One of the most profound teachings of Stoicism is Amor Fati, which translates to love of fate. This principle encourages us to embrace everything that happens in our lives, the good, the bad, and the indifferent, with a spirit of acceptance and even love. It's about seeing every event, no matter how challenging, as a necessary part of our journey and an opportunity for growth. Imagine you're walking through life with a set plan. You have goals, dreams, and expectations. But life, as it often does, throws a curveball. Perhaps you lose a job, face a breakup, or encounter a health issue. The immediate reaction might be resistance, anger, or despair. But what if instead you could see these challenges as essential parts of your story, shaping you into the person you're meant to become? Amor Fati doesn't mean passively accepting everything that happens or refusing to strive for change. Instead, it's about changing our perspective on life's events. It's about seeing the hidden gifts in our struggles and the lessons in our hardships. It's about turning obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into stepping stones. Sometimes, despite our best intentions, relationships end. It's painful and can leave us feeling lost, but with Amor Fati, we can appreciate the good times, learn from the experiences, and recognize the growth that comes from moving forward. This mindset allows us to heal and open ourselves up to new possibilities. Amor Fati also encourages us to embrace our past. We all have moments we wish we could change or decisions we regret. But every experience, good or bad, has shaped who we are today. By accepting and loving our past, we free ourselves from the burden of regret and move forward with greater self-compassion and wisdom. 7. Practice self-discipline. Self-discipline is at the heart of Stoicism. It's the ability to control your impulses, stay focused on your goals, and act according to your values rather than your immediate desires. Practicing self-discipline can lead to a calmer, more fulfilling life, enabling you to navigate challenges with grace and purpose. In our digital age, distractions are everywhere. Social media, emails, and endless online content can easily derail your focus. Practicing self-discipline involves setting boundaries and prioritizing tasks. Create a daily schedule, allocate specific times for focused work, and stick to it. Turn off notifications, use productivity tools, and remind yourself of your long-term goals. Consider the power of delayed gratification. This is the ability to resist the temptation of an immediate reward in favor of a larger, long-term reward. Think about saving money. It's tempting to spend on immediate pleasures, but practicing self-discipline means setting aside money regularly for future goals, a house, a vacation, or an emergency fund. This practice not only builds financial security, but also instills a sense of achievement and control over your life. Self-discipline also applies to emotional regulation. How often do we react impulsively to situations, letting anger or frustration dictate our actions? The Stoics teach us to pause, reflect, and choose our responses wisely. Next time you feel a surge of negative emotion, take a deep breath and ask yourself how you can respond in a way that aligns with your values and goals. This practice helps you maintain composure and strengthens your emotional resilience. One of the biggest challenges to self-discipline is procrastination. We often delay tasks that seem daunting or unpleasant. To combat this, break tasks into smaller, manageable steps, set clear deadlines, and reward yourself for completing them. This approach makes tasks less overwhelming and builds momentum. 8. Be mindful of your judgments. Our judgments often create more distress than the events themselves. Stoicism teaches us to be mindful of our thoughts and judgments, recognizing that it's not the situations we encounter, but our interpretation of them that determines our emotional state. By cultivating awareness of our judgments, we can reduce unnecessary suffering and maintain a sense of calm. Consider this quote from Epictetus: "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This simple yet profound idea can transform how we experience life's challenges. When something unexpected or unpleasant happens, pause and reflect on your immediate judgment. Are you labeling it as a disaster or an inconvenience? Are you jumping to conclusions about the impact it will have on your life? Imagine you've been working hard on a project and it doesn't turn out as expected. Your initial judgment might be to view it as a failure, but if you're mindful of your judgment, you can reframe it as a learning experience. What went wrong? What can you do differently next time? This shift in perspective reduces the emotional burden of setbacks and fosters a growth mindset. Being mindful of your judgments also enhances your decision-making. When faced with a choice, our judgments can be influenced by biases and emotions. By practicing mindfulness, you can take a step back, examine your judgments, and make more rational and balanced decisions. This leads to better outcomes and a greater sense of control over your life. 9. Community and connection. While Stoicism emphasizes personal resilience and self-reliance, it also recognizes the importance of community and connection. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, often reflected on the value of working for the common good and maintaining harmonious relationships. Being part of a community and building meaningful connections can significantly enhance our sense of purpose, provide emotional support, and ultimately contribute to our inner peace. Think about the people in your life who support you through thick and thin: family, friends, colleagues, or mentors. These connections provide a safety net that can help you maintain your composure and find strength during tough times. By fostering these relationships, you're not only helping yourself but also contributing to the well-being of others. Reflect on the role of empathy in building community. Empathy involves understanding and sharing the feelings of others. When you approach relationships with empathy, you create an environment of safety and acceptance. This encourages others to open up, share their experiences, and form deeper connections, which in turn supports your own sense of inner peace and calm. 10. Remember, you will die. One of the most profound and transformative teachings of Stoicism is the concept of Memento Mori, which translates to remember you will die. While this might sound morbid at first, it's a powerful reminder of the impermanence of life and the importance of living fully and intentionally. This awareness can help us focus on what truly matters, reduce unnecessary stress, and live with greater purpose and clarity, ultimately leading to a calmer state of mind. Consider the story of Seneca, a Stoic philosopher who often reflected on death as a means to live better. In his letters he wrote, "Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day. The one who puts the finishing touches on their life each day is never short of time." This mindset of living as if each day were your last helps you appreciate life's fleeting nature and focus on what truly matters, reducing stress and anxiety about the future. Memento Mori also encourages you to practice presence. By remembering that the future is uncertain and the past is gone, you're prompted to live fully in the present moment. This presence allows you to experience life more vividly, to engage more deeply with your surroundings, and to savor the beauty of the here and now, reducing stress and anxiety about what's to come or what has passed. Embracing Memento Mori is not about living in fear of death, but about living more fully and intentionally. It's a reminder to focus on what truly matters, to let go of trivial concerns, and to make the most of your time. By keeping mortality in mind, you can cultivate a deeper appreciation for life and live in a way that is true to yourself, fostering a sense of inner peace and calm. If you've made it here, you're a true Stoic, someone who seeks depth in understanding and wisdom. How did you find this video, and what have you learned from it? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video valuable, please like, share, and subscribe. It's the freest way to support our channel and encourages us to keep sharing powerful insights that can help you and others lead better lives. By liking and sharing, you also help more people discover this timeless wisdom. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.